This is the fifth episode of Basement Bible Breakdown, and I thought that every fifth episode we'd summarize the previous four, just because it seems like we're not getting anywhere going so slow. So we'll take an episode to summarize and pull some things together. So we're working our way through Mark. Mark 1:1, we clarified the title of Christ, identifying Jesus as the anointed, which is what Christ meant, and it was not his last name. So identification of a title right off the bat in Mark 1:1, and throwing us into Malachi and Isaiah with these quotes. The Malachi reference in Mark 1:2 talked about the anticipation among the people at that time. There are folks that say nobody was really anticipating a Messiah at that time, and it was some kind of created phenomenon that didn't really exist. It was created after the fact, which I don't think that's supported if you look at Mark's reference to Malachi, which is that there was an anticipation going on. It might be a little different than what people were expecting, because this one was talking about the refining fire and the strong soap, and that this Messiah wouldn't be a warrior, king, ruler kind of person that was going to come and save them. Literally, it was a purification kind of phenomenon that was going to happen. Because if you're a student of the Old Testament, you know that the ancient Hebrews and the Israelites constantly in a fail and then come back in favor, fail and then come back in favor with God. And so this was going to be the vehicle of purification here, the role of the Christ. They're also talking about the prepare a way for the Lord, and that's funny because God doesn't really need help preparing his way. He can just do whatever he wants. But what's the reason for prep? If you have kids, you know that sometimes when you try and get them to take a bath or a shower, they don't want to do it for some reason. They'd rather stay dirty than get clean. And so we're kind of kids in that sense when it comes to God, because lots of times we just prefer to stay dirty and we don't want to get clean. And that's why we were talking about how in the reference in Isaiah it said, "But who will be able to endure it when it comes? He's going to be a strong soap." So this purification, this cleansing that's supposed to happen, it's not just going to be a spritzer. You're going to get a scrub down, and you're going to get clean. And that's, you see those commercials for vacuum cleaners or cleaning solvents. It's a deep clean. Well, that's what we're looking for from Christ's introduction into the timeline of humanity. It's time for a scrub down. Like I said, John's message was marinate. Jesus comes and turns up the heat. It's time for a scrub down. It's time to get really clean. Isaiah was also talking about the pardoning of sins, and so that's what all this is enabling. The invitation to be on the winning team. We know it's the winning team. If you continue reading the Bible, you get to Revelation, you know about the end times. God's team is the winning team. It's unavoidable. That's what's going to happen. Do you want to be on that team? So the promise of the rewards then being sustenance. You're not going to be hung out to dry. You're not going to have to do this by yourself. If you want to participate on this winning team, you will be sustained and you will be close. So literally, as in Jesus came, God to be close to man, and also eternally, you can be close. You can go home. You can be with God in his place that we call heaven. So kind of in summary, it's like Mark introducing his gospel is Hey, I know we've all been waiting. God is coming. John even, at the Jordan points out and says, "Look, here he comes." He's inviting all of us to be with him, which is a pretty awesome invitation. Even though we've all known wrong, but we've all we all know right, but we've done wrong. We've all known wrong, and we've done it anyway. There is a vehicle of forgiveness, and we're all going to get scrubbed down, washed clean, forgiven, taken care of, and held close, if you so choose to be. It's free, and we're all invited. So, a little bit over on this one, but there's the summary on 1 through 4. We'll dig back into Mark next time.